because I'm very shy. I did ask Jolene to edit. Because she didn't trust me. So it's not very, very long. So hopefully I can... I'd like to talk about one of the nicest, caring, intelligent, sweet, loving, generous couple. But I'm not talking about myself and my wife. I'm going to talk about you. I like the opportunity to thank John and Jolene. I'm truly honoured to be their second choice as best man. I remember the phone call I got, and Sarah will tell you, 2 o'clock in the morning. Jolene. I think she had a little to drink. And it goes to me like this. Hello, and Tony. He's going to ask you something. He wants you to be the best. The phone rings then. Right, 3 days later, I'm on Facebook, and then I get a message. Hello, how are you? Jolly like. She said, did you talk about loving you the other night? No, it was you. Anyway, I'm quite pleased I've been asked for it, but ever since I've been offered the understudy role, I've been trying to make it feel topical. And I thought, we've had a few high-profile weddings recently in the news and media, the royal wedding, and I was trying to think of a theme. And I thought, my big fat gypsy wedding. But you guys really beat me to it. I don't know have you ever watched Big Fat Gypsy Wedding?
Yeah.
Have you not seen about the groom?
Yeah.
They fuzz out the face on telly. Oh, that's why.
I was also trying to find something interesting to say about John. So, as you all know, I've approached different friends and family to tell me something interesting about him. Hang on. Right. No, we won't use that. Before I lose my page. Jolene did actually tell me some things I mustn't talk about, so I won't. I won't talk about their age difference, because that will upset him. I won't talk about his version of how they met, which is outside the school gates, wasn't it? I won't mention his height, or that's a pair, and I definitely won't mention what you do in the shower. Watch this really very quickly. Anyway. As she said, talked about when they first met. And I remember that night when they first met, because Jolene came home to me and said, I've got this wonderful guy. Didn't sleep. Don't be silent. Friday the 13th, 2003, Tiger. Place. She saw him dancing on the floor, making some wicked moves. Actually, wicked moves on the dance floor. I didn't want to mention this, and I do believe when you go on a stag night, what happens on a stag night is to stay on a stag night. But John, Bournemouth, dancing. You dancing. Well, watching you dancing was like 2 o'clock in the morning, drunk as hell, was like watching Matrix backwards. In slow motion. Unbelievable. Anyway, they talk about how they first met at a nightclub, and they got a taxi home together, and they exchanged numbers. I think you gave her a 6, and he gave you a 9. Anyway, you rang the next day, and the rest is just history. I just told those numbers.
That's 96 anyway.
It's a bit like 95, but I owe you one.
Oh, you're going to give me one later?
Anyway, I thought I'd try and go back to John and who he is and where he's from. And I must confess, I remember the day he was brought home by Mum. Rolanda and Camilla were waiting patiently for this cat pat her tiny feet. She was upset and crying, Camilla, because she wanted a cat. I wanted a dog. Anyway, there's Mum standing at the front door. Father upstairs with a glint in his eye, with a calculator. Counting how much money you're going to get for 5 kids from family allowance. I still remember the mother in your hat and your cream outfit, and poor John wrapped in a little blanket. When I say wrapped, it was actually covered. Ugly baby. I remember John asking John when he was about 8 years old, what do you want to be when he grows up? And he told me he wanted to be white. A white van driver. My slip. John's tried many things. John's been an international traveller. He's travelled everywhere. One of John's favourite places is one of the first places he travelled by himself. And not by himself. David Long, and you. Littlehampton? Got lost there, didn't you?
Yeah.
2 police forces looking for you? Yeah, they found you. That was all good. John also tried his hand at interior decorating of a home, and you went for the smoky look, didn't you, when you were about 10? That experience was quite handy because he later joined the fire brigade, which he quite enjoyed. But unfortunately, I asked him to leave because I found that his hose was below regulation length. Trying to work out as well, actually, who's the favourite son of the group.
Oh, for God's sake, get gravy in that.
He's getting married and he's just come back from Australia, so I think it'll have to be you anyway. So, Mother wouldn't anything about you. She once told me that John could have gone to medical school. Well, as you will know this, John could actually go to medical school quite recently. He was at King's College Medical School, standing there proudly in his gleaming white coat. And you know, they've got one of the cleanest corridors in there. John, you've just got to remember, you're a lucky marriage, Karen Jolene, today. She deserves a good husband, and thank God you got in there first. I did ask Jolene if there's anything that she didn't like about you. And she said, not didn't like, but she said the fact that she's fed up being a golf widow, and I don't mean the shooting type. So she's told me a few things that you'll have to get used to. You know, you're used to that sort of tea. From now on, you're going to have to get used to that sort of tea. Used to playing with that sort of iron. From now on, you have to play with... And the terms, wood, bunker, hole in one, will be reserved for the confines of, well, I'll let you work it out. She also mentioned that you play poker at night time, on the computer, behind a locked door. Well, Jolene, it's not computer games behind a locked door on the computer at night time with the lights on. He hasn't got a full house, but it does contain 5. One thing I want to make sure is, seriously, keep her happy. Do not take her for granted. Because I'm going to go on a serious bit. I've got a bit, in fact, there's other people waiting to step in your shoes, you know that? So, be very, very, very careful. And I know who this person is, it's come to light when we're in Holiday in Ireland. When you were so-called ill. There was somebody there looking after Jolene. Oh, I'll help you. That'll be nice, you. Oh, do you want some more? And I'm trying to think how you became ill. I know who that is, don't I? Don't I, Josh? It's got to stop. Stop. That's enough. Oh, I hope there's nobody else holding the light out for Jolene. Anyway, On a slightly serious note, I think we ought to just quickly mention some people who can't be here. Some can't be here because they've gone, but I'm not going to mention by name. Cherie, who's stuck in LA and her 2 little boys, painting the gangster, in London. And last but not least, Luca. He sent me a little note. He said, sorry I can't be here, I'm feeling a bit rough. On that note, I think it's been a good idea, you two picking each other. Enjoy the rest of your life together. What I want you to do, this is a serious bit by the way, what you do is store this in your memory banks under happy, fun, warm, love. So when times are low, when times are hard, you can tap into that. And remember, this is your best day of your life. But please raise your glasses for John and Jolene. Jesus Christ.